So it may be the last week of April, but it sure feels like it's still winter.
And that's a big concern for local farmers as it's delaying the growth of some crops. News Channel 2's Gary Liberatore joins us now with this story. Gary, good evening.
Good evening, Kristen and Don. If you look closely, this is actually the very beginning of a hop plant. And I talked with a farmer over in Madison County who grows hops and other crops, and he says things are usually much further along at this point in the year. Corey Mosher is a fifth-generation farmer at Mosher Farms in Bouckville. He says he can't remember a colder first 5 weeks of spring in his life. And what it all means is that some crops this year may not yield as much as they usually do, especially hops. Mosher says hops are unique in that they always are at peak at the very same time of the year, no matter when they start to grow.
They're going to get harvested the same time of year no matter what. You know, their clock is up when we get to that time of year, be the end of August, beginning of September. So this is all time that they should be growing, and they're probably cold like you and I are right now.
So they'll be not as tall then because they have a few.
They still will probably make 18, but they won't shoot out the laterals, and the laterals won't have time to grow.
Mosher says another drawback with this year's weather is the risk that farmers take by planting what they call early crops, such as early corn or early strawberries, which they cover with a special cloth to try to keep the ground warmer so the crops start to grow earlier. Now the problem here is if the plants actually start to grow above ground, then we get a frost, it will kill them, and all that work will be for nothing. Kristen and Don, obviously this is a very difficult time for farmers, and we'll have much more on this story, including talking with the folks over at the Cornell Cooperative Extension tonight at 6.
Okay, Gary, thank you. And